The first book was ideal for the first season because the reader and the viewer is in the same position there. They're getting used to the character, they're seeing how he feels, how he thinks, how he adapts. And so I think it was the obvious one to go with.
So one of the things that's interesting about any Jack Reacher novel is you can pick one up and you don't have to have read any before. Each one is its own world, and with the exception of a couple, they don't flow into one another. It could be at the beginning. I mean, that's ultimately what Lee wrote in later novels. The Killing Floor, Jack's been on the road for only about 6 months.
The book was, to some extent, designed to introduce the reader, obviously, to the character, but also to show Reacher, in a way, learning how to live outside of the army.
And peach pie, best you're gonna find in Georgia.
Killing Floor gave us an ability to get behind Reacher's emotion in a way that other novels don't give you sort of that immediate access.
He's an interesting guy. I mean, he's got a fascinating mind. We like the way he's always one step ahead of us. When it's a character-driven piece and the character's interesting, we want to live with that character.
Police, don't move, don't move!
We get 8 episodes of Killing Floor, of one book, where it's a slow burn, where we're rooting for Reacher to figure out or solve these problems, and sometimes it takes a lot of steps for him to get to the point where all of a sudden there's that big collision and there's a fight or sort of an epic climax. We're rooting for those, but it's that buildup that makes it so interesting and fun to live with him. There's really a lot to love, and I think to spread it out really honors the book and what's there.
No, they were ready to grab torches and come after you like Frankenstein.
Frankenstein was the doctor. They went after Frankenstein's monster. Details matter.
There's a subtle sarcasm in Lee and there's a subtle sarcasm in his writing. And Reacher does that with sort of a knowing wink and a sarcasm at times. He doesn't suffer fools. He also doesn't suffer bad people. That doesn't mean fools and bad people always deserve a fist. So sometimes they deserve his sharp tongue, and it's a delight when Reacher does that.
I will ruin your life with one phone call.
I'll end your life with one phone.
He's a funny guy, but he's very dry, very understated. And I admire the way that the writers have risen to that. Not only did they spot it, they analyzed it, they understood it, they've reproduced it in a way that is fabulous.
And promise me you won't end up in another holding cell.
No.